Alrighty guys, so it is turn 3 for Japan. And I am going to declare war on the Western powers, finally. So for my purchases, I'm gonna be buying 1 aircraft carrier, 1 fighter, 1 infantry, 2 mechanized, and 1 tank. So that should total out to about 43 IPCs. Alrighty, so I got quite a few stuff that I'm gonna be doing. Let's go and do China first. This 1 infantry in Suyan will be moving up into Kansu. With two tacticals. And 1 fighter from Johol. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so these guys are right here. 1, 2. So they have 2 movements, these 2 tacticals, and this fighter has 1 movement after this. In Hopai, this 1 infantry will be moving up. And so 1 infantry from Hopai will be moving up in Shinzi. And 3 infantry will be joining from Guangzhou with 1 artillery from Guangzhou that's going to be joining. And this tank and mechanized will also be joining. This 1 infantry and 2 artillery from Guangzhou are going to be attacking Szechuan. And 1 infantry from Yunnan will be going into French Indochina. And 1 infantry from Yunnan and 2 artillery will be going into Szechuan. All right. Just put a chip right here in French Indochina. Alrighty. So over here, 1 fighter from 1 of the aircraft carriers is gonna attack 56, this transport. Actually, I'm gonna break this green chip up. And only 2 infantry. Actually, no. 1 infantry from Guangzhou is attacking, and the other 2 infantry in Guangzhou will be going into Szechuan. All right, so I'm gonna pick up 1 infantry and a artillery. So let me break that up. So 1 infantry and 1 artillery is gonna be picked up from Guangxi. And I'm gonna be doing an amphibious in Java. A battleship is going to also bombard Java. This transport is going to pick up these 2 infantry in Japan, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, and be dropped off in the Philippines. With these 2 strategic bombers joining in the battle in the Philippines. So you go 1, 2, 3, and they got 3 movements left. This cruiser is going to bombard the Philippines, and this battleship is also going to bombard. One infantry is going to board one of these transports and be dropped off into Borneo. Okay, that gets taken over. This 1 infantry in Kingsi will move up into Kwangtung and attack Hong Kong. This mechanized and this tank, and 1 tank will be joining in the battle. 2 tacticals from Guangxi and 2 fighters are gonna also join. That battle in Hong Kong. All right, and I believe that is all she wrote. So let's go ahead and do the Philippines first. So I had a battleship and a cruiser bombardment. So here's for my battleship. That is a hit. And for my cruiser, that's a 6, okay? So for my 2 infantry, got a kill. That's all I needed. So for your 2 infantry, you got 2 4s. So the Philippines is mine. Get these guys off. All right, let's do Java. So I got an infantry and artillery. Well, let me do my battleship bombardment. Got a 6, so nothing. Infantry, artillery, got a kill. All right, and then for your 1 infantry, you got a kill back. All right, so these 2 guys are dead. Your transport's also dead. Let's do Szechuan. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry and 4 artillery. So for my 8 that are attacking, and I got 2 kills, but there's only 1 guy there, so that does it. And then for your infantry, got a 6. So Szechuan is now mine. All right, let's do Shinsi. So I had 2 infantry, artillery, and a tank and a mech. So let me just roll for my tank. Hopefully I get it. No. My infantry, artillery. Oh, got a kill. All right. And then for your infantry, got a 5. Get another token out of here. All right, my infantry and 2 tacticals and fighters. So let's just roll for my 1 tactical that attacks at a 4. Got a 3. And then for your infantry shooting back, got a 5. So that means he's dead. All right, and I think that is all my attacks. So good for me. These 3 infantry will be moving up into Yunnan. Oh, I forgot to do Hong Kong. So I had 1 infantry, 1 mech, and 1 tank, and 2 fighters, 2 tacticals against your 2 infantry. So for my 2 tacticals, I had 4. Got 1 kill. My 2 fighters got a 2nd kill. Nice. All right. And then for your 2 infantry, got a 3 and a 4. Beautiful. That is beautiful. So far, I don't think I've gotten any kills back. So now Hong Kong is now under my control. All right, so. And these 2 tacticals and 2 fighters that attacked Hong Kong, they only moved 1, so they got 3 movements. This tactical and this fighter that was in Guangxi, they're gonna be joining. They're gonna be going up into Yunnan. The 3 infantry and 1 artillery that were in Alwi are gonna move up into Guangzhou. This 1 fighter will go into Suyang, and these 2 tacticals that move 2 spaces. They will move 1, 2 into Guangzhou. This AAA will move into Alwi. This 1 mechanized will move 1, 2 into Hunan. All right, this 1 aircraft carrier will go into 42, and this 1 fighter will land on it from 56. 1 tactical will go on the aircraft carrier. 2 subs will also go into 42. And 1 destroyer will go into 42. The 2 bombers from the Philippines will go into One, two, three. They're just gonna go into Guangxi. Actually, no, they're gonna go into Formosa. Or is that Taiwan? I think that's Taiwan. One bomber's gonna go into Formosa, and the other one's gonna go into Guangxi. One aircraft carrier is gonna go into 35, carrying one tactical and one fighter. This aircraft carrier is going to go into 43, carrying a tactical and a fighter. And a cruiser is going to move into 43 from 36. With 2 destroyers. And 1 sub. Another transport's gonna go into 35, 36. And this one destroyer in 36 is gonna go into 35. The 2 tacticals and 2 fighters that attacked in Hong Kong. 1 fighter and 1 tactical is gonna go into Guangxi, and the other fighter and tactical is gonna two, three. We're gonna land in Shangtan. Actually, 1, 2. They're gonna land in Manchuria. This fighter in Johal is gonna go 1, 2, and land on the aircraft carrier that I'm gonna be building. This destroyer and sub are gonna move 1, 2, 3 into 36 from Sea Zone 6. And this one transport will also move into 35 from 36. All right, so I believe that's all I'm gonna be doing. Yep. All right, so for my newly placed units, I'm gonna put 1 aircraft carrier there, a fighter, and the other fighter. Actually, the fighter and tactical that were from Hong Kong, they're gonna actually go so they moved 1, 2, 3, 4. They're actually gonna land on the aircraft carrier. And the fighter from Johor, he's gonna move 1, 2, 3 into Japan, and the other one's gonna spawn in Japan. The 2 mechs and the 2 tanks, I'm gonna put them in Guangxi. 2 mechs and 1 tank, yep. And then 1 infantry in Japan. Okie dokie. So that is all that I'm gonna be doing as Japan. Didn't do too much, but I did enough. So, disposition of forces. I have in C-Zone 6, I have 1 aircraft carrier carrying 1 fighter, 1 tactical. In Japan, I have 1 infantry and 2 fighters and 3 AAA. In Iwo Jima, I got 1 infantry. In Manchuria, I got 7 infantry and 2 fighters. In Suiyang, I got 1 fighter. In Kansu, I got 1 infantry. In Shinsi, I got 2 infantry, 1 mech, 1 tank, and 1 artillery. In Szechuan, I got 2, 3, 4 infantry and 4 artillery. In Yunnan, I got 4 infantry, 1 tactical, and 1 fighter. I apologize, guys. This tactical and this fighter, they're gonna also land in Yunnan. And the bomber that attacked the Philippines. 1, 2. He's gonna go into Kingsi. Sorry about that. So Yunnan, I got 2 tacticals, 2 fighters, and 4 infantry. In Guangzhou, I got 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 2 tacticals. In Hunan, I got 1 mechanized. In Aoi, I got 1 AAA. In Kingsu, I got 2 mechs, 1 tank. In Kingsi, I got 1 strategic bomber. In Hong Kong, I got 1 mech, 1 tank, 1 infantry. In Formosa, I got 1 strategic. Philippines, I got 2 infantry. In C-Zone 35, I got 1 aircraft carrier with 1 fighter, 1 tactical, 3 transports, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, 2 destroyers, 1 sub, and 1 battleship. Palau, I got 1 infantry. Caroline Islands, 2 infantry, 1 triple. In Borneo, I got 1 infantry. In 43, I got 1 aircraft carrier, 1 fighter, 1 tactical, 1 transport, 1 cruiser, 2 destroyers, and 1 sub. In Java, I got 1 artillery. 42, I have 1 transport, 1 battleship, 2 subs, 1 destroyer, 1 aircraft carrier with 1 fighter and 1 tactical. In French Indochina, I got 1 infantry. And I believe that is all that I got. So let me count up my points. Get rid of this. Put in green chip. And I believe I don't have to worry about China much longer. All right, so let me count up my points. What does the good old Japanese got? I don't get any bonuses. So I have 26 IPCs, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 43, 47. All right, I got 47 IPCs for the Chinese. So let me grab. So that gives me 47 IPCs to use for the Japanese next turn. Ooh, alrighty. I'm gonna turn it over to the allies and see how they react.